Hi, friends. I wanted to come and talk to you today about um, how to bring more calm and less chaos into your life. And what does that look like? What does that even mean? And for me, I have come to realize, because I am one of those people that I go, 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 and I can push and push even when I'm exhausted, even when I'm tired. I can tell myself, oh, I'll rest later. Oh, I'll take care of myself later. But there's always a reason why I have to keep pushing. I can think back to when my husband was out of work. I think it was like, what, 2008, 2009, whenever that economy kind of took a dive. And I had to find full time work. And that was very scary because we were both home on like a Tuesday looking at each other and thinking, this is going to get ugly really fast if we don't do something about this. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to change his situation because of the fact of where he works, but I could change mine. And I had been home with the kids, I was working per diem, and I tried to pick up more hours, and there just weren't, I was picking up as many hours as I could, but I just couldn't pick up enough. And so I've spent a lot of my life in that mode where I'm going to make it happen. It's all up to me. If it's going to happen, it's going to be because I have put forth the effort. I have dug deep within myself. I have found that strength, and whatever cost that was to me personally, I made it happen. And that took its toll. And I just find now in my life that if I am using more than 50% of my energy tank to get through my day, I'm going to hit burnout really fast. So ask yourself, number one, do you have more calm in your life, or do you have more chaos? Do you feel like you're running from one event to the next, from your to-do list being 10 items long to getting it down to 6, and then the next day adding 15 more? Do you feel like you're able to get to a place of calm somewhere in your week, or do you find that you're continually working at the burnout rate? Because if you are giving more than you're able to just take and receive and allow it to start to impact your life, you're going to burn out really fast. And then you're going to be there in that burnout state asking, how did I get here? How did I allow this to happen? How did my world get so chaotic that normal felt like I was giving 80% of my entire energy out? How did my life get to the point where that to me was a normal day? Because it shouldn't be. We should be able to feel a sense of calm in our day without having to medicate ourselves. And we've gotten so to a point such in our society that instead of dealing with the issues and saying I have to take a few things off my plate, instead of saying I may have to say no because we don't want to disappoint people, in order to avoid that, we just turn to things that are going to give us immediate gratification or somehow take away that stress, or we just medicate, or there's drugs and alcohol, or there's some sort of vice. So I just want to talk about some of the benefits that you can have if you are open to looking at how to reduce your chaos and increase and kind of elevate to a level where you can feel like it's okay for you to have calm in your life. And I really think some of us struggle with that. I think it's a badge of honor if we can say that we're super busy. That, oh my gosh, my kids are in 3 different sports, and I work full time, and oh, by the way, I'm also the PTA mom, or oh, I've also, decided that I'm going to go ahead and take on this activity and that activity, and we overschedule ourselves. But it's, to some extent, a badge of honor. We almost feel like if we're super busy, it'll give us that excuse to say no to people, and they'll have to understand, right? They'll understand at that point because we're just so busy. In fact, I know that we've all had that friend where you go, I don't know how she's doing it. I mean, she's got 4 kids, she's working full time, or you have those friends where they don't have kids, but their work is their life, and they give and give and give. It's like they have kids because they give and give and give at work. So regardless of who our kids are, if they're 4-legged, 2-legged, or it's, all the responsibilities that we take on at work, we stretch ourselves too thin, and then we fear that we can't say no out of retribution or being unaccepted, or somebody's going to be pissed off and angry. So some of the things that I see as big benefits, and you're not going to find these unless you can start to create that calm in your life, because you won't have space in order to feel these things. So I don't think you can be a happier parent unless you create space in order to find that time with your kids, in order to take that time for yourself, in order to fill your cup first. I don't think you truly feel like you are doing a good job at being a parent, and you're not a happy parent by any means if you are constantly feeling like everything is chaotic and you never have time for yourself. I feel like you could be a more grateful spouse. I know that the times that I definitely am feeling less appreciative or less grateful is when I feel like I can do it all myself. And a lot of that comes from the fact that, am I even asking for help? And am I open to even allowing that help to come in if I do ask for it? Or am I saying, that wasn't done the way I wanted it done, or that wasn't really done the way that I asked you to do it? We're having expectations around it, and that's not going to create any type of grateful spouse or happiness that someone's there to help you along with raising kids or cleaning the house or getting things done or meeting that obligation or going to that event. You're fully engaged. You're a fully engaged colleague. So at work, you cannot be fully present if you feel like every single deadline is coming at you. You just can't. You can't be fully present and be in a state of chaos at the same time. It just won't work. So there's lots of different ways. One, you have energy to work with purpose. You have energy to work with meaning. So if you're not finding any purpose or meaning in your job, it might be time to move on, but it might just be that you need to renegotiate, or you need to ask for help, or you need to look at, how can I change this in my environment, because right now the amount of work I'm doing or the stress I'm putting on myself is not working for me. And I just want you to be able to see the potential more than you see the problems. So more calm, less chaos just means that you are able to sit there from a place of being centered, a place of being, a place of calm, where you're saying, you know what, I see that problem, but it's not as big as I thought it was, and I see the potential around this. I can problem solve this. I can think of 15 different outcomes that it could possibly turn into, which is a lot better than sitting in that one gloom and doom problem and thinking, oh my gosh, this is the only way it can go. Because in reality, it's not. And in fact, the way that you think it's going to go is probably not the way it's going to actually end up. So I just wanted to come and talk to you about that. I hope that you're able to find a sense of calm in your day, but if you're not, start actively looking in ways that you can start creating that calm in your world. Reach out to a girlfriend, somebody that you admire, not necessarily somebody who has their cup full and they're stressed out, because they're not going to be a good support for you, but reach out to someone who you think seems to have it all together, because I know that they'll be able to say to you, I don't have it all together. I'm struggling with ABC, or I need to really work on this, and you can find an accountability partner, but start to look at ways that you can reduce your stress, to add more calm into your life, and start to reduce the chaos. So I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.